Welcome to Daily WIP, the show where we discover everyone is becoming a media company. On the show today, we're talking about just doing it. Just doing it. It's a pretty big thing. I was just having a conversation with my father, who was just dropping off at a train station. He came to visit my newborn child. And we were talking about filmmakers and filmmakers who just make stuff no matter what and get really good, and then big things happen because they get really good. And then it just made me think about basically anything that happens in the world. And if anyone follows along with Gary Vee, you hear about this from him quite a lot. If anyone follows along with Casey Neistat, this sort of unknown vlogger, he has I think a tattoo that says "do it" or "do more." I think it says "do more." With this idea is that and also when I spoke to Graham from Hingetown over in Cleveland, if you look back a few episodes, you'll see a 25-minute interview I did with him. The overarching theme of people who get somewhere is that they just do it. They just do stuff. And then through action comes reaction and learning and growth, and things incrementally get better and better and better. I think we've spoken a bit about our Chief of Sales, Eric Sherman, who says everything is a game of inches. You just move things forward here and there, and you get there. And I just wanted to say to everyone who's watching this, is that if there's any video that you have in your head that's been there for a little bit too long, thinking, oh, it would be cool, and there's anything that's holding you back, like, oh, it would be great if we could just shoot it on this camera, or it would be really cool if I could shoot it in a studio, or I'd really like to get this actor, but they're maybe not available, or I can't get them, or they won't reply to me, blah, blah. I would just challenge you to just go ahead and in any way possible, make that video anyway. And then put that video somewhere so people can see it, ask for feedback, and see how it goes. A very interesting example is that before I started Whipster, my partner Gemma and I and friends would do 48-hour film challenges. So in New Zealand we have a thing called the 48-hour film festival. I think it happens all over the world. And you have to make a film in 2 days. So Friday night comes around, you go to the starting place, you pick up your information about what the film has to be about, has to have this prop, and then you then pretty much that night strategize the film, next day shoot it, that afternoon, evening, night, edit, color grade, post, in the morning, check that doesn't suck, keep working on it, reshoot something that didn't work, and then that night hand it in. And I was just so amazed at how good the films that we saw at these festivals were, knowing that it all happened in this tiny period of time, all these constraints, but they just did it. And I was thinking, imagine if you just did a 48-hour film every weekend, and how much better you would get as a filmmaker by just doing it and incrementally getting better and better. So I would challenge any filmmaker, and also any marketer who has thought about a campaign and a video and and just in any way possible, in the shortest amount of time, maybe by the end of the week, maybe by Tuesday, you've made the piece, you've put it out there, you've seen what the reaction is, and then you realize that you're suddenly on a path. You're on a path to the next piece, the next one, that change you want to do, the next episode. And then incrementally you get better and you get in the groove, and it's awesome. So that's all I wanted to talk about in this episode, is basically just do it. You know, there's a swoosh in the logo of that company, and they're doing pretty well. Cool. See you tomorrow.